Good morning, everybody. So it's well, as you can see, it's 9:15, and we've already knocked out 2 oil changes, fixing to drain the oil change bucket. Dad's got a flat tire up on the rack. We've got an inspection to do outside. There's the 2 oil changes, and we got a couple other vehicles sitting outside. It's already been a pretty busy day, so with that, I had to get my Mountain Dew. And I just figured I'd take you guys with me. I need this. Alright guys, so we got the truck in here, as you can see. We got the new axle right here. Has everything on it. I don't know if you can see that already or not, but I literally just started. All I did was pull the wheel off. So I'm going to take you guys through this a little bit, and I'm going to make sure it'll be a little sped up, like maybe not time-lapse, but it'll just be skipping some stuff through here just to kind of make things go a little more smoothly for you guys. Alright guys, so after you got the rotor off, you have to take out, well, you take these off to take the brake off, and then these 2 bolts, actually there's 4 of them, and the 2 are right here, as you can see, and the other 2 are on the bottom right here. You have to take all 4 of those out, and then the whole assembly will be broke loose, and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright guys, now what you need to do, and I should have videoed this and I got ahead of myself, I already got it popped out, but you need to take your long pry bar, get in here in between the square piece that has the 4 bolts on it, and go down all the way out, and then with one big jerking motion you'll come out like that, and the whole axle should just flop out and sit down on you, and then you're ready to pull the whole axle shaft out as a whole, if I remember correctly, and I will show you guys that now. This stays on here. When you send the gun, just like that. No. Right there.
That's the seal.
This bearing was already lit. Okay guys, as you can see here, we have the new and old axle shafts side by side, and you can tell the old one started to give way a little bit after letting some oil come out. As you can see, I'm making a mess. You gotta make sure you guys got a drip pan. But the old brace, which is this right here, goes over the bearing, is still in here. My Yukon gear differential in there. But from what I can see, it doesn't look like there is any metal shavings in the oil, in the gear oil, which is very good. So I'm gonna get this race out, and we'll get right on into it.
Just keep working it till it comes out.
So sorry about that. I thought I was recording this whole time, and I was not, so I was pretty much just talking to myself. Anyway, I had Dad help me a little bit. See, the axle came like this with the race on here, as we know. Well, instead of just taking that off and pressing that in, we decided to try to shove it in here with the race still on the bearing, on the axle. And it pretty much worked, because we took a rubber mallet and we beat right here until we got it in there, and then we held it and pecked on it some more. And then when we got these in here, we put the bolts and the lock washers on there and ran them down, you know. We don't have a problem that we did have before, which was a sway of the axle. This axle would move out like this, the old one would, and I think it was because it was a cheaper style axle. At the time it was anyway, but I guess between last year and this year they came out with a newer axle that was more designed for these trucks, a little bit better, and it actually has the gear on it, like I said in a previous video, I believe. I may not have said it, but it does have this gear right here that reads the sensors the wheel sensors, ABS sensors, whenever we get those put in, it goes in this little hole right here that's filled with mud at the moment. But it goes in this hole that it's this right there. Undo that little bolt, and you gotta follow that wire all the way up. And I'm doing both sides, so I will essentially have my four-wheel drive back. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to put the rotor back on, actually clean the rotor, put the rotor back on, and then put the caliper back on, and I'll clean up the brake pads and everything and put it back on. And I'll put the wheel on, and this job will be good to go, guys. So what I'm doing now is we sank the jack pretty much all the way down, and we're letting fluid come from the differential on the other side over to this side, and let it start getting embedded into the bearings and everything like that on this side. That way, whenever I do jack it back up, put the wheel back on it, and we roll out, it will have oil in it already, and it won't be running dry. Even though I did hit a little bit with the grease, I did get some grease, and I pinched it into the bearing a little bit on the new axle, obviously. So now what I'm doing is letting that soak in while I'm cleaning up my station here, and we'll be good to go. So that's all for this upload, guys. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to like it, subscribe, and thank you to all the new subscribers. That's going to do it for this upload, guys. If you want more Nissan Titan content, feel free to like this video and comment more Titan content, because it will be coming, and shooting videos will be coming soon as well. Gender reveal will be coming soon too. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. Have a great day.